So today, I think I'm gonna go wander around and probably go to my antique store and my Goodwill and look for books. What could go wrong? First stop, Abandoned Antiques. You wouldn't think that they have books, but they actually have quite a few booths with books. So let's see what they've got today. Well, what was supposed to be just a wander around day turned into a lot of books kind of day, so. But I got really lucky. This Goodwill, I'm telling you, somebody lives around me that has the same reading taste as me. So, thank you to that person. Lunch has been acquired, and now I just need to go home so I stop spending money. Okay, we are home from what was supposed to be just like a Saturday wander around, is what I like to call them, where I just exit my house and wander around. And it turned into a whole full-blown book buying situation. So I can usually restrain myself in bookstores. The full cost of a book will do that to a girl. But antiquing and thrifting, I have zero self-control, especially when it comes to thrifting books. So I went to my local antique store first. Now they have a really surprisingly good selection of books. They have a few vendors that have quite a few books, like sections in their little booths. So I got 2 books at the antique store. I got Edgar Allan Poe complete poems. This was $4. I don't know. I just felt like it would be cool to have in my little library once it's done. Read quite a few Edgar Allan Poe books in my day, poems in my day. So I don't know, just thought it was a cool little thing for $4 to have in my library. And then I picked up Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. So one of the vendors had this book, and this one was $5. But it is in like beautiful condition, like absolutely gorgeous. It's part of, I guess, the Barnes & Noble Classics. They're always releasing, you know, different versions of all these books. I have Pride and Prejudice up there in one of the other Barnes & Noble special editions, but yeah, so I picked up Pride and Prejudice and Edgar Allan Poe at the antique store. And then in Goodwill I did some damage. There must be someone or people who live near me who have the exact same book taste as me, because they've been dropping stuff off at Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? So I tend to have pretty good luck at my Goodwill. I think because, like I said, someone by me obviously has the same taste in books as me. But let's see here. What do I want to start with? I'll start with the one that nobody probably cares about because I got this for my husband. But I also thought this was kind of interesting. He's not a huge reader, but he is very much so into golf. And this is The Masters, Golf, Money, and Power in Augusta, Georgia by Kurt Sampson. I'm actually interested in this book. Like I talked about before, I do like memoirs, biographies, autobiographies, nonfiction. So I might actually read this book if he doesn't. But it was $3.99. And then I picked up, let's see here. Oh, someone also has a Book of the Month subscription. Probably that same person who has the same book taste as me. Because I've seen Book of the Month books there at my Goodwill before. But I got The Kiss Curse by Aaron Sterling. This was Book of the Month. I'm not sure which. Was this in the fall? Just this last fall? 2022? I'm not sure. But I read the first one. I guess it's like a interconnected series, but can be read solo, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I picked this up. This was $3.99. And then I actually grabbed a thriller. So I blame the internet for this. I feel like all the girlies have been getting into thrillers lately, so I just felt like I needed to try it too. I read Verity, which I know is like thriller light. I did give Verity 5 stars. I have not given any other Colleen Hoover book anywhere near that, and I don't read her books anymore. Verity was my outlier, but I did really enjoy that book. So I figured I would kind of jump into a thriller. This is Riley Sager, The Only One Left. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. And this just came out in like this year, 2023. And it was $3.99. So I was like, hey, worth a shot to try it. It had really good ratings on Goodreads. And it's in Maine, which is very close to my heart. So I picked up that. And then I got 2 paperbacks. I picked up Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This might also have been a mistake, but for $2.99, I wanted to give it a shot. Once again, didn't really like Daisy Jones and the Six. I like DNF'd it, but like soft DNF, so it's still sitting on my shelf with a bookmark if I want to pick it back up again. And then I do have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo that I have not read yet. But for $2.99, I had to try it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I found this. I haven't read this book, but I love slow burns, and I love Mariana Zapata, and people have said very good things about this book, and it's on my TBR, even though it's on Kindle Unlimited. I couldn't help myself but pick up this paperback for $2.99. So, I ended up coming home with 7 books for a Saturday wander around. But I didn't spend that much money. So, truthfully, it's hard to go wrong with that, right? Let's do a little stacky stack here. I just love thrifting books, you guys. You can save so much money, and it's so fun. If you like thrifting, it's the same thing with books, because you have to sit there and look at each one of the spines and pull them out and read them and look up on Goodreads and see how you feel about them and make decisions. But I highly recommend it, even if it's just a fun activity you decide to do. Depending on where you live, you might have even better book options and more Goodwills around you than I do. But I just highly recommend that you thrift books, because it's fun and it saves money. And us book people, we could probably use to save some money. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely hit that subscribe button. Any comments, questions, concerns, down in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next one.